Hey, how are you? I'm getting over a little tickle. I drank something and it went down wrong. So we should be good. Just give me a second. It's like, do I take another drink to make that go away? Will it aggravate it? I don't know. I think we're cool. Welcome. It is great to be here. And by here, I mean with you. And I also mean in my own house. Ah, this year has been crazy exciting with travel and different opportunities. And today is January 31st. It's the last day of the first month of the year. So I can't imagine what this whole year has in store for me. I'm Daphne Smith, and I'm excited to find out what this year has in store for you as well. Welcome to today's third part of a three-part series. I've never done anything like this before. And so it's been a lot of fun to take a big chunk of information and break it down into bite-sized pieces. So I hope you've enjoyed it. In fact, if you've seen either part one or part two, I'd love to see in the comments. Just type in one, type in two, or hey, for bonus points, if you saw them both, type in both. And that'll let me know that you already know kind of what I'm talking about. And for those who are here for the first time, welcome. It is great to see you and be with you. I'll kind of recap so you understand what we've talked about. And the very first week, we talked about next steps. When we're setting goals, when we're creating a new plan, we need to set the steps, right? We need to know what direction we're going to go and what we're going to grow in. And in order to gain momentum and to have some wins right out of the box, your next steps need to be baby steps. When we do baby steps first, that means we're going to gain momentum. We're going to have some wins right out of the gate. So when those big, hard, challenging steps come, it's cool. We already know what we're capable of. So the first week, we talked about taking baby steps. The second week, we talked about creating activation triggers. What are those things that are going to get you going when you don't feel like always going? Kind of like this morning when it was, I don't know, in the teens outside and my bed was really, really warm. I had established some activation triggers. I put my workout clothes out last night. I got my water bottle out last night. I took my pre-workout thing, got it all set up last night. So one of the processes in the activation triggers is to automate. I didn't even have to think about it this morning. I just got up, it was automatically done. Another activation trigger is to eliminate. What are those things that, come on, you may want to do them, you may feel like you need to do them, but they're not really serving a purpose. They can be eliminated. And the third was delegate. Again, what are those things that maybe you're doing, but somebody else could really be doing? In fact, they may be doing it better than you. I've got a task today. I'm going to get in touch with my virtual assistant. Am I capable of doing this particular task? Absolutely, 100%. Is it the most efficient use of my time? No, it's not. She can't create my copy for me. She doesn't know what's inside my head, but she does know how to access some records and create a document for me. So eliminate, automate, and delegate, which brings us to today, the third part of our series, and that is to establish anticipation tactics. Now, what does that really mean? Doesn't matter if you have big goals or small goals, if you're taking baby steps or giant leaps. Regardless of your plan for growth, the size of your stretch, the road is not going to be smooth. I'm just here to tell you. I'm not trying to be Daphne Downer. The fact is the fact. It's not going to be smooth sailing. Growth creates tension, and with tension comes discomfort and opportunities. There's going to be something, or sadly, someone who may cause you to go off course, trip up, put a hitch in your giddy up, whatever you want to say. And so what are some anticipation tactics that you can establish? Now, this is all about being prepared. And being prepared is different than having a plan B. Plan B, actually, it allows you to quit. Okay, it's like when you get married, do you have a plan B? No, you get married and you're like, I'm in it to win it. I'm committed. I'm sticking to my goal. Unless, of course, it's an unhealthy situation. That's a completely different subject, okay? Hey, Cynthia, great to have you with us today. Plan B with weight loss, okay? Let's say you've lost some weight, you've changed the shape of your body. You're hanging on to those clothes that you used to wear before. That's a plan B. Toss them, donate them, get rid of them. That's saying, well, this new lifestyle doesn't work out. I've always got backup. We're not talking about a plan B. We're talking about being prepared. Those anticipation triggers. So here is the phrase I want you to be prepared for. If blank, then blank. Right? If blank, then blank. Start to speculate a little bit in your mind what could happen. For example, last night, I knew it was going to be cold this morning. And I could have said, well, if I don't feel like working out, I guess I could just skip it. No. If I feel like working out, then, or if I feel like not working out, then what do I need to do to set myself up? Does that make sense? If this makes any sense at all, just type in the comments, makes sense. Hey, Lisa, how are you? I know you're even colder than I am where you live. So what I did was, if I don't work out as scheduled, then I have to pay a fine. So there's like a negative consequence for not doing what I'm supposed to do. How about setting a boundary with someone? If so-and-so calls during dinner, then I will let it go to voicemail. See what I'm saying? Set up some scenarios in your mind that are likely to happen. And when you do that, you will have greater success on keeping your momentum and making progress. Hey, Peggy, how are you? Great to have you join us. I'm glad you're here. The whole point of these last 3 weeks has been this. We've got a full year ahead of us. 11 months now, technically. And we each have the opportunity to make some waves in the ocean of life. When we are set up for success, when we're taking those baby steps and we're doing the easy thing first, when we have our activation triggers, eliminate, automate, delegate, when we have anticipation tactics, having anticipation tactics is really equipping yourself. Because like I said early on, it's not going to be a smooth road. That's just the facts, Jack. Okay, again, I'm not trying to be a downer, I'm trying to keep it real. That's why sometimes I don't have makeup on. Okay, keeping it real. Hey, John, how are you? Welcome. I'm glad you're here with us today. And as the year comes along, as you're making your goals, as you're making progress on those goals, these little insights, these tools that I've been sharing will help assure that you achieve what you want to achieve. So again, just a quick recap. Baby steps, easy things first. Eliminate, automate, delegate. I would start wrapping, but you really don't want that. And finally, prepare yourself for success. When those distractions come your way, be prepared. What are you going to do? Because it's going to happen. Absolutely. If I fall behind in my goal, then what? It's not a plan B. We're talking about setting yourself up for true success. So focus on the activation triggers, focus on the anticipation tactics, And that will make those goals that you set earlier in this year, or maybe you haven't set any. Okay, I'm gonna go off on just a little bitty rabbit trail here. Y'all, I was at a store yesterday and somebody asked the clerk, so what was your New Year's resolution? And this is what she said. My New Year's resolution was the same as it is every year, to make the most out of it every single day. Aw, isn't that nice? Whatever, cop out. Okay, seriously? Where is the growth in that? I know that those of you who are watching this video have a completely different mindset. Baby steps. What about Bob? You know, I've never seen that movie, John. I'm gonna have to check it out on one of my scheduled days of rest. I'm not like gonna go stop and do it right now, okay? When I get tempted, then I'll write it down. See, that is an anticipation tactic. If somebody recommends a book, then I'll put it on my list. I'm not gonna go buy it right this second and then get thrown off course. Anyway, I wanna thank each of you for tuning in today. I hope that these tips over the last 3 weeks have helped. And I just want to give you a little bit of a teaser, if you will. There are going to be some major things happening this year. I made a reference earlier to making waves in the ocean of life. Y'all, there's some cool stuff coming around the corner. And if you want to make sure that you are plugged in at all times, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd love to make these videos available to you. It's part of Automate. That way you get a reminder. You don't have to worry about clearing your calendar and hopping on live, although I love having y'all with me live. Keep me company. You could also go to daphnevsmith.com. That's my website. I'm going to post it right there. And sign up for my weekly newsletter. When you do, you'll automatically receive a free PDF that I created for you. And from there, these videos will automatically show up in your inbox. Again, automate, okay? Another way is to follow me on Instagram, because I'm there a lot, and you'll get regular encouragement, you'll get updates, you'll get the inside scoop. So hopefully those are ways that we can stay connected. And when I see you follow me, I'll follow you back so we can keep in touch. I want to give a shout out finally as I wrap things up to a core group of accountability partners that I have. We meet every single Sunday in the afternoon. It's a quick Zoom call, so we see each other face to face, eyeball to eyeball, high level of accountability. And I want to thank each one of you, Teresa Alesh, Wendy Gentry, Nikki Kliegel, for being the women that you are, because as you stretch and grow, you're encouraging me to do the same, and you don't take any excuses. So thank you. Here's a shout out to you, and I can't wait to see what you create this year. For now, and until next time, remember, take baby steps. Simply start and be prepared in order to live a well-done life daily. See you next week. Bye.